All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back on the 31 Days of Interviews, and I'm sitting here with Mr. Sam Knight, known more prominently for being half of the Black Knights.
It's a pleasure. I really appreciate the opportunity to be a part of this. Been a fan for a while, so finally got a shot.
Well, what we've mainly been trying to do, I'm sure you've seen some of the interviews we've posted, we're trying to get kind of the backstory. What brought you into pro wrestling, as a fan, or what guided your life and career towards being a professional wrestler?
I've been wanting to be a professional wrestler since I was about 4 years old. My father was a martial artist, my grandfather being a boxer. I had to find something to get involved in, so I did. And I started off playing football, and wrestling has always been my passion. So I had to do something to keep me active, and then finally got my break into the business late 2008. Started with the Santino Brothers Wrestling Academy, and went on from there and just achieved greatness. This year's been pretty good for me. For Sean and I, actually, as a team, we've done some pretty good things. And right now, we're next in line to actually take those Battleground Pro Tag Wrestling and Tag Team Championships. So that's what we're going for.
Right. Was there like some kind of defining moment, whether it's WWF or WCW or even TNA, where you just kind of saw that and were like, I could do that?
Believe it or not, I don't want to say it's like everyone else, but my first moment that I actually realized that I wanted to be a pro wrestler, I was watching WWF Royal Rumble from the Anaheim Pond at the time. It was The Rock versus Mankind for the WWF Championship. It was an I-Quit match.
Okay.
And I remember sitting there. I remember sitting in my living room telling my dad, "Oh, that's real, that's real, that's real." My dad's like, no, son, it's not." And I was like, "Watch, I'll be doing that, I'll be doing that." And it just stuck with me. Kids have certain things that they say they want to do. Some kids want to be basketball players, football players, but it changes as the years go on.
Yeah.
But for me, it just stuck with me. And see now where I am and what I'm doing. So I dare say it's a blessing. I'm happy I'm doing it. I enjoy it. I enjoy having people who come and see us.
How did you go from being Sam watching the Royal Rumble in 1999 and being like, I can do that, to finding your way to Santino Brothers?
It took some years. Like I said, I graduated middle school, went to high school, graduated high school. And some things happened to where I could not go off to go play ball in college. So I always feel that there's a plan for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a reason why it didn't happen. So when that didn't happen, I remember AWS was having a show, and Bart used to run shows at AWS. I spoke to a couple people who were telling me about training over in Norwalk, and that's where I got my start for Santino's. And from then on, it was just like domino effect, boom, 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 things just happened.
It's interesting that you started at Santino's, because I didn't know that you had started there. I actually have a friend who was training with them for a while, Ryan Ramos.
Oh, no, yeah.
It's just funny how this whole world, like little things come together.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say your big break was after getting to Santino? What was your first big match? What card was it for? Was it a Battleground card? Was it?
Actually, I did my first pro match November 28th of 2008 against Biggie Biggs. It was at WPW in Anaheim, the Marketplace. And when I did that, it actually, I got thrown a card, and it was a nerve-wracking thing. I didn't think I was ready. But when the match happened, dude, it was just like magic, I just knew I belonged. Mm-hmm. And then as years, like I said, as months progressed and as years progressed, I started to get better. And I got to where I am now with Battleground, and I did some things for some other promotions. So, like I said, it's just a rippling effect. It's been pretty good.
What brought you and Sean together to form the Knights?
The Black Knights, we knew of each other. Sean was training at Santino's, and I was training still. And we both did a show, and the promoter of the show was just like, I'm going to put you two together. See what happens, with Sean being where he was with the great teachers he had, and with me knowing what I knew and knowing things I've been taught recently. They put us together, and Sean and I, it was just like match made in heaven, I dare say, because it clicked. Mm-hmm. There are not many tag teams. You have some tag teams where it's like two singles wrestlers who are forced to be together.
Right.
and then you have two guys who should be together as a team, who mesh together. And that's what happened when Sean and I got put together. So,
What promotion was it that put you together for the first time?
it was, at the time it was PWE, or it was I forgot the name of the show, but it ran off Florence and Maine. I would say the infamous Kairos Covington is the person that put us together, and then from there it just exploded to what it is now.
How long have the two of you guys been a team?
Sean and I have been a team since March of this year. You know, and we've come a long way from the beginning till here it is December. We've come a long way, and we've got a lot more. I promise you, a lot more to show.
Okay. Where do you see yourself as a singles and the Knights going in the coming years? I think I read on one of the cards, it might have even been LCW, that you turned on Sean at one of the shows.
Lucha Pro.
Lucha Pro.
I am actually one of the founding members of the Resistance with Extreme Loco, and Sean was coming in, getting his feet wet over there, and for me, I felt like Sean was stepping on my toes. So I, you know how it goes. You want to establish dominance, establish that you're the bigger man, and that's what I did. But as a singles wrestler, I have made it my goal, my ultimate goal for 2012 to at least get looked at by some big names, by the WWE, by TNA, ROH, somebody. That's my goal. But as a tag team, Sean and I collectively want those Battleground Pro Tag Team Championships. We've been saying it for a long time, but this time I feel it. That 2012 is our year. We're going to win those titles.
Yeah, I remember the first time I went to a show, I had like no clue who you guys were, but like instantly I felt drawn to you guys. For some reason, something y'all did, there was a chemistry, it was just magic. I felt like these guys are going to be something big, whether or not, big time, at least in SoCal. I think you guys have just got that chemistry. Have you ever thought about expanding the Knights, maybe making it to like a full state? Kind of like a nation sort of thing.
To be perfectly honest, the thought has crossed my mind a couple of times, to be honest. I'm actually, I don't think I'm big enough in the business to say I'm recruiting. But
don't give too many spoilers away.
But I'm looking, we'll see what happens. 2012 is going to be a good year, I can say that. We got some tricks up our sleeve, trust me.
All right, is there anything you'd like to tell the fans where they can find you?
You're on Facebook, look at Sam Knight, you'll find me. Different promotions, Battleground Pro Wrestling, Lucha Pro. We're all over. I am actually going to be on tour in the next couple of days, so I won't be home. I won't be here in LA, but catch Sean over at the Dojo shows or at Battleground. 2012, we're going to have a lot more for you. We'll have our own website coming up soon, so stay tuned.
And the shirts.
Oh, yes. Our Black Knight shirts will be on sale starting in January of 2012. We say it's a movement. Also, I want to bring in an honorary Black Knight. Come on in, bro. Mikey Callahan.
Second time of the month, Mikey. Second time of the month, man. Good job.
This time it was on my interview.
That's true.
We figured we'd bring him in. And, like I said, it's a movement. It's not just about us being the Black Knights. It's a movement. We got a lot more coming up and a lot more people you'll see. So stay tuned.
All right, so be on the lookout for the Black Knights coming to a promotion near you in the SoCal area. Thank you, Sam, for joining me. I'll see you next time.
Thank you.